It's unfortunate, we don't get to interact the way that we used to interacting, but I know that each and every one of you are excited about this opportunity that you've been given with Homegrown Radio, and you're using the skills that you've learned through Leadership 2020 to take yourselves and your careers to the next level. Is my 15 minutes of fame up? Well, there you have it. My 15 minutes of fame started way back in 1993, and if it is up to me, and with God's grace, I'm going to do it for as long as I can speak. And that's why I've got the mic in my hand. If I got the mic and I can still talk, that's radio, because there's an audience that is listening. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the principal, the man in charge, the leader himself, Nicholas Regisford, to come and take things to the next level.
Yeah, we have to encourage each other here because, we're disconnected, but we are learning the game. Now, if I look at this camera, am I right? Can the meeting tell me if I'm right? Am I in the right camera here? Well, I'm in the right camera here. Let's keep it together, guys. Everybody says there's 74 people in the meeting, on the Zoom meeting, which is a magnificent thing. Well done to everybody at Leadership 2020 in the background. Wendy, Sonia, you guys are putting in work. Munna, you guys are putting in work, admitting students and their inquiries. I want us to be in a space where we're building a radio family, a team that wins, a team that doesn't give up, a team that understands that together we are stronger, but we each have individual goals that help us go to the next level. I'm inspired by the new students who come with their creativity, their naivety, their honesty, and their direct passion to succeed. That inspires me. I'm on a different level. I can open doors that they can't. So what do? We help build the chain. That's how we build the family. We grow and we learn together. We do a course online. We look at webinars. We attend webinars like this. We get opportunities to go out and actually practice the work. And then when we graduate, we get an opportunity on the practice platform. I call it a practice platform, but I know it might just blow up. Homegrownradio.com. I'm changing cameras based on wherever anybody puts their hand up. So I'm just going with the flow and letting you know that this today is the brand new edition of I Was Born to Speak on Radio. Welcome to it. I hope you enjoy the ride. If you want to join the program, it's leadership2020.co.za. If you want to email us, it's iwbts@leadership2020.co.za. In the room here today, we've got Warren Daniel. He's known as Mr. Big Bite. He's coming up with a presentation on brand building. For the team at Homegrown Radio, I want you to be specifically ready to understand we are going into the marketplace. All 18 or 20 of you that are on the team have got to build a brand now. Social media is available every day, even on Christmas Day. Social media doesn't sleep. Radio doesn't sleep. It always keeps moving. You can take a break, but with pre-recorded content, it's like you never left. So let's try and keep up with the times. We are using technology today that helps us increase our audience. We are being intentional about it. Why? Because we know what's good and we want people to join this platform. We don't want you to join this platform for riches. We want you to join it so that we can empower you to get opportunities to get into the marketplace. You can register today for 2,350 rands. Go to our website at leadership2020.co.za. Make a mark, be intentional. It's a 12-week program and you will never regret the money that you paid. We have 3 policies. If you're a student, you get 50%. Send us proof. If you want to negotiate and pay what you can afford, talk to us. And if you're somebody who wants to come into this and thinks it's a learnership and it's for free, no. This is an exercise where you pay to get in. You pay to get in the room. You pay to get access. What are we giving you access to? Some of the greatest radio minds in the world. Some of the greatest radio beings that have been able to influence societies and make careers and live off of them. So I want to take you through the program with a quick 1-2 step. Guys, let's hit the presentation. Well done for getting that screen up. It looks amazing. Take me to the presentation. Is this in the meeting? Can we share screen, please, Wendy, with the meeting? Sonia, Wendy, can we please share screen so we can get the presentation up? We're going to have to do this, and then we're going to have to do it again with Warren. So I'm hoping that the team here at the back can make it happen, and we're going to get into this quick overview of the course. Now, I'd like to welcome you to I Was Born to Speak on Radio. It's a Leadership 2020 production. We designed this course because we know that you have talent. Talent is nothing unless you bring it to the table. We're asking you to bring this talent to the table and make sure that you are present and we can see you and we can feel you. Now, if we can skip as soon as I point at you, can we go? Excellent. You get an opportunity to learn from the best in the game. Just hold on for me. Nick, is this screen what's in the meeting? Yeah? Are we in the meeting with this presentation? Good. So you get a chance to learn from the best in the game. People from across the African continent, people that I've had the pleasure of working with, some who I haven't. I met Tich Mataz for the first time when he featured on our webinar as a guest on the Zim Connection. I'd like us to keep it moving and keep it flowing. One of the beautiful things is that when people come into the room and they do a presentation to you, you get a chance to interact with them. You get a chance to ask them questions. Not only is it just a lecture where you learn and you pull from them, but you get to learn and grow with them by interacting and engaging with them. So let's keep it moving. Thank you. So I Was Born to Speak on Radio. It's a 12-part course. It's something that you want to get into because it gives you practical. It gives you an opportunity to go out and do tasks. It gives you an opportunity to make sure that you hone your radio skills. We make sure that we brand everything as we do it. So branding is key and it's essential because when you open the microphone and you're on air, the first thing you're going to be saying, or the second thing, or the third thing is who you are, what you're listening to, and what should be coming up. You need to say this in a distinct, articulate fashion that is branded you. Not anybody else. You just need to be you. And then you've got to go into your content. Now, what is content? What is good content? What makes sticky content? We need to get to a space where we're being original and creative and effective and meaningful with our content. When we make content today, content has up to 5 lives and more. You can use it on WhatsApp, you can use it on Facebook, you can use it on your stream, you can use it in multiple places, you can use it on radio. Let's be brilliant at creating content that has got multiple lives. That's part of the schooling of what you'll get when you're on this program. Let's keep it going, let's keep it moving. Presentation can go forward. Okay, so I want you to read this presentation because while I'm talking to you, you can see that we've got an outline of the details of what you will learn. You can get this presentation by emailing us and getting in touch with us, iwbts@leadership2020.co.za. And I'd like us to keep the flow going and keep us moving because we're in a zone where we're actually learning and teaching right now as we grow. So, students work online. You need the internet. I need the screen to come forward then because I can't see it. You need the internet. You need, if you can, you need a good microphone. If you can, you need an opportunity where you can engage, connect to the internet at any time. Okay? Those are some of the things you're going to need to be able to participate with this course. We don't learn in a classroom. Everybody's computer or mobile phone is the classroom. You log into a learning management system and you get going through the process. Number 1, you've got 6 days to complete each task. Number 2, you get feedback from that task once a week. Number 3, if you perform well and you make an impact, you get access to opportunities like internships and things like that. So what we have to keep our focus on is it's a 12-week course with an opportunity for you to be able to grow personally with your talent and develop your radio skills. And that's what we're jumping into with I Was Born to Speak on Radio. It's a calling that many of you saw on social media and said, yeah, that's me. I was born to speak on radio. It's a calling for you to be on radio because you've got to come to radio with a purpose. That's one of the most important things. Why do you want to be on radio? You just want to be famous? Let's flow over. Are radio kings and queens born or made? You tell me that. How do you How do you know if you've got the potential to be able to influence others with what you say? Are you able to talk and articulate? Some people are spinning things off their mouth so fast, how do you expect the next person to hear it? You've got to be a clear articulator of what you want to say for it to be an effective piece of communication. Now, when you get this document, you'll be able to also go through and click some of the tasks that you will do. This is a useful links page, and it gives you an opportunity for you to know what's in the course. So let's keep going, guys. Let's get through to the next slide. What I'd like you to understand is why we do this. We're passionate about the future. We're passionate about creating stars. We're passionate about Africa's richest asset, which is its people. We're passionate about developing talent. Developing talent is inspirational and exciting, and that's some of the reasons why we do this. So we're here with a network. We want to open that network up to you. These are some of the reasons why we do it, and that's why when you're on this course, we ask you, how bad do you want it? Let's keep it going. Next slide, please. Thank you so much. Now, the course elements: radio today, personality and talent, radio sales, how to prepare a perfect demo, radio news, production, the audition for homegrown radio. Yep, that's part of the course. I think that's task 8. Content creation, packaging, and branding. Branding is everything, folks. You've got to brand everything that you do. We're stepping out into the game, and we need to be able to brand ourselves. Hi, my name is, you're listening to, the time is, and coming up, I want to tell you about what happened to me this morning when I woke up with load shedding. Bring it. Bring yourself to this course, bring yourself fully, and you will get the full reward from it. We also teach you script writing. We also take you through news and the execution thereof of such things. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, that means next slide. So our insights show us that 30% of people complete the course. 70% don't make it. 30% complete the course. Those 30% go on to get the opportunities. Those 30% go on to get seen by bigger brands and by opportunities that will advance their career. 30%. So we've had over 1,000 inquiries. 70 students have registered and have come onto the program. We've been doing this for 6 months, okay? We're in it for the long run, but we believe that we can have 300 students a year. Are you coming to join us today to help us bring up that number of Africa's richest asset and build your potential? That's why we're here. That's why there's lights, camera, action. That's why sweat is dripping off my face, because I really want you to get it. You remember, if you're a student, you pay 50%. You're already paying 1% of what other institutions charge you and won't give you. All right? 1%. Now, I want you to understand, we're making it affordable and accessible for a reason, because we want to empower you and take you to the next level. The people on this call have been there, done it. They've got testimonials to share. They can share with you exactly how this course has made them feel. Technology willing, time allowing, we're going to get into that. So I want you to understand that only 30% of the people that have come on this program have actually finished, have actually bothered to show up and show us that their talent is real and they want it, because we ask you, how bad do you want it? Now, failing a task on the course doesn't mean that you're a failure. You've got to learn from your failure. Failure is how you grow. So come on and challenge yourself, get ready to fail, and get ready to grow. You can tune in right now to www.homegrown-radio.com and catch this stream. We are hoping that you'll be able to plug into the picture. Join the radio class, finish the radio class, get a career on Homegrown Radio. Along the way, along the trajectory, I grow, I become stronger, I become better, I become more fluid, and I get my game together. I get my demo together, I know how to present myself, and my confidence goes up. And that's what we want from people who are coming onto this program. So yes, many people ask, is there a certificate? All right, yes, we give you a certificate. But I would like you, please, let's go to the next slide. Guys, let's keep focused. We're in a live session here, and I will call you out on the stream. Let's keep going to the next slide. I want the certificate on the screen. We do give certificates, but I want you to forget certificates, okay? Talent is what it's about. Talent and showing up. Yes, you'll get a certificate. Put it on your wall, frame it, have a memento. But more important is, what did you learn? Where did you grow? Who did you meet? How has your network increased? I want to shout out Lungile Nshangasi from being somebody on this course who wanted to be a newsreader. She stood up and said, no, after the news reading exercise, after my internship, I realized I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to do marketing and communications for Homegrown Radio. Thank you to Ntando Shabalala for putting up your hand in the group and saying, I want to deal with advertising. Yeah? I want to deal with advertising queries. Thank you to the team who have been putting together the imaging or the packaging. Tony Friday in Zimbabwe, S Major, a student on the course, MX Double, big up to you for the voiceover on Homegrown Radio. You are the voice of Homegrown Radio. Now, none of these opportunities would have happened to any of these people if they didn't come on the course. Next slide. I'm about to wrap up, and I just want to tell you that we're 100% focused on the future. We're 100% focused on new talent, 100% focused on opening up the industry. That's why you want to get onto I Was Born to Speak on Radio. Next slide. Here's a quick shot of Lungile. She got a chance to interview Black Coffee. She asked Black Coffee one question. He spoke for 15 minutes. Now, what's the magic in that? She learned how to do the setup. She came in, she introduced herself, she was composed. She touched the man's heart by understanding how to take an opportunity or to capture the moment. Next thing, she's got Black Coffee, international superstar, opening up to her for 10 minutes. Instagram, social media is going crazy. Lungile's confidence goes up. Her experience has changed. That's the positive flow that we want to create with Leadership 2020 programs, I Was Born to Speak on Radio, Homegrown Radio, and the whole student journey. This is a picture of Lungile chilling with Sbu after her internship. It's cool, keep it going, thank you so much. And this is Keanu Bays. He's from El Dorado Park, and this is Unati Mutele, who was about to drop out of the course and go quiet. I gave her one trigger. Now she's got one of the biggest personalities in the team. Look at her smile, it's glowing. They are broadcasting live here from Massive Metro at one of our events that we recently did in December. So opportunities are real, folks. And I'd like you to go to the last slide. And if you're watching this meeting from anywhere around the world, you can study in from any country. You don't have to be 45, you don't have to be 18 to 20, you can be 40, you can be 50, you can be 10, 11, or 12. Put up the contact details, please, guys. I'd like us to be able to get out of here with an understanding that you're going to take action today from what you've seen. This is welcome to Radio Class 2021. This has been a presentation of I Was Born to Speak on Radio. And I'm about to bring up Mr. Big Bite to give you something around social media and branding that is going to change your life. But before I do that, take note of these contacts. Take note of the contacts that are on the screen, and make sure that you reach out to us, either by email, either by visiting our website or calling us. We'd love to hear from you, know how you want to get on the program, and be a part of your future. Now, on the call, I want to do this live. Prince, follow me. There's a gentleman by the name of Tony on the call. I want us to find him and try and put him on. Tony, if you're on the call and you're watching the call right now, this is the moment that I'd like to try and put you on, just to create a segue and see if we can test this technology to be able to have Tony in the room with us. Now, Tony, have you unmuted your mic? Have we found him? Are we there? Just give me a signal, or I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking like I have lots more to say. I want Tony Soglo to come into the meeting and meet me on the I Was Born to Speak platform. Tony, are you here?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Thank you so much, Tony, for joining us. We can hear you loud and clear. Now, Tony Soglo is the current acting station manager at Metro FM, and he's been a contributor to this course. He was my programming manager when I worked there in 2014, and I met him, and we've just clicked ever since then. Tony Soglo is one of the people on this course that you will be able to learn from amongst the many, many, many people that want to contribute and give to you, because you are Africa's richest asset. Tony, just in a nutshell, and thank you for being with us, could you just share with the meeting and the people that are watching us online what you feel is important about radio, what you feel is important for students to know who are coming onto a radio program like this?
Thank you very much, Nicholas, and very good morning to everyone who's on the platform today. I would be amiss without starting by congratulating yourself, Nick,
Thanks.
Spoo, and the full team for this great program that you guys have put together. I just sent you a text earlier on saying I see you guys have upgraded and looking absolutely fantastic. Good to see some of the team who were on last year, the class of 2020. I see some of them on the grid. Online as well. So I just want to say congratulations to them. Those who have graduated onto the homegrown radio platform, which I must say is an absolute stroke of genius by the team, being able to get these young people and graduate them into the working environment of radio. So first of all, congrats to all the guys who have upgraded themselves onto that platform. I must say it definitely would be a lovely place to start. All the stuff that you've learned in the program, put it into practice on homegrown radio, and make sure that you be the next Penny. There's a reason why Penny is where she is now. There's a reason why Smooth is where he is right now. Simply because of the fact that they've been able to take what they've learned and being able to sort of spin it back onto you guys. So, like I said the last time, that I'm so excited for this program because there is no program in the country that I believe right now that is so on the ball, so practical, and so in your face like the I Was Born to Speak on Radio program. So I encourage you guys to encourage your friends and people around who want to get onto radio. This is the place to be. So without taking much time, quickly, Nick, you just asked all of you guys who want to be on radio. I always start by giving stats because stats make you understand the power and the reach of the radio platform. In South Africa, 93% of the population has access to radio on a weekly basis. So that just shows you the power and the reach that radio has as a platform and who you are able to reach. At the end of the day, radio is the connection between presenter, listener, and eventually between the commercial platform, being clients. So the reason why we do this is because we want to connect with our audience. We want to connect with our listener. So you as a personality need to understand who you are as a presenter. Identify the presenter that you are. Penny talked about it, even Smooth talked about it earlier on. There's talk radio, there's music radio, there's all different types of platform of radio, what you call CHR radio. And it's thousands and thousands of young people who want to be on radio. The question is, what makes you different? What makes you so special that you should get a call from a program manager or a station manager to say, come onto my radio station? That is what you need to think about every single day when you get into a I Was Born to Speak on Radio class. What makes me different to the next person? What makes me different to a person who's currently on radio? How can I be identified as an individual? And what can I bring to make this boiling, melting pot so much better? Be well read. Know what is happening around the world, what's happening around the country. People enjoy listening to presenters who know what's happening. Be prepared to start at the bottom. Nick, I meet a lot of young people that give me a call or send me an email or drop me a line and say, listen, I want to be on Metro, I want to be on 5, I want to be on this. Be prepared to start at the bottom. Work your way up. You heard that the fact that Penny started a voice of which people nowadays just want to just start on the top. But it is important that you make your mistakes early. You learn from your mistakes. And that is why it's important that I always say to start at the bottom. It's almost like a soccer team. You don't just start and then end up playing at Chiefs. You don't just start and end up playing at Pirates or Sundowns. You start somewhere. You start in the leagues because you make mistakes and you learn there, and then you're able to then grow And again, this definitely for me is the best place for you to start. And if you want to be on radio, you've got to practice. You've got to listen to yourself. You've got to snoop yourself. You've got to find out what is called crutches, and you've got to be able to correct those crutches. You might find out that 3 months down the line that you actually don't want to be on radio. Nick mentioned that there's some people who just realize that actually I want to be in marketing, or I actually want to be in sales, or I want to be in finance, and part of it. Radio is so vast right now that there's so many different aspects of radio. You don't have to be a presenter. You can be a producer, content producer. You can be a technical producer. You can be one that actually is behind the scenes. You can be a music compiler because you love music so much. That can be a route that you want to take. If not, you can be what we refer to as an on-air promotions coordinator. What they do is that they liaise between the station and the commercial enterprise of the station and clients. So they then look after all the competitions you hear on air, all the communication between the content team and the sales team and the client. That's what an on-air communications promoter does. Or you can be a station compiler, all the promos, all the adverts, how it's placed on the rundown of the program. There's so much that you are able to find out, which I believe a program like this will be able to instill in you, for you to be able to go, hey, I actually want to do this, or I actually want to do that. So with those few words, guys, I'm so like I can't contain myself, because if there was a program like this when I was still growing up, wanting to be in radio, it would be the first thing that I would do. So excited for it. Please attend the webinars, do your work. Grab the opportunity, guys. Grab this opportunity that you currently have, because at the end of the day, if you want to be on radio, this will lay the foundation for you. You're going to be listening to the digital aspect of it in terms of that. It's a major part of radio right now. Branding. Nick talked about how the current homegrown team, how important it is to brand yourself on the digital platform. I don't like saying social media, but I'd rather say the digital platform, because there's a whole platform on there. It's extremely important if you want to be on that front, to be able to brand yourself as a personality, because it also goes a long way in selling you in a commercial space. Smooth has great experience in that as well. So it's important for you to be able to brand, and I'm glad that this is a session that you guys are going to have today. Learn from that, because there's so much that you can do on that. Look at Homegrown Radio. It's on the digital platform right now, and that gives you an example of where radio is going in the next 3 to 5 years as a media. So with that said, hey, have fun, enjoy yourself, and I am looking so much forward to being in many of your classes. Nick, back to you.
Hey, Tony, man. What a power-packed 10 minutes of radio, just advice and knowledge and just genuine love, man. I think that, you know, we're so blessed to have all of this radio quality available for these students, that I just want us to be as pure and sincere as we can, because when we came into the game, I remember my first day at YFM in '99, I was the most pure and sincere guy who just wanted to learn. I showed up early, I made sure I was professional, I was in a country where I didn't know much about anything, I was operating from the middle of a peri-hoodish area, it was rough. I had to go there at 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't speak the language. Listen, there's many ways that you can overcome obstacles. How bad do you want it? Go to leadership2020.co.za, sign up for the program, email us, iwbts@leadership2020.co.za, and I want to check in with you guys who are on the line. I want either Ntabiseng, Mofokeng, or I want Vuisile Mdini, or I want Lungile. I want one of you three to show me a signal and show me that you're here. I'm trusting that you're still in the meeting because you're loyal fans and loyal followers of what we do. Thank you, Mr. Tony Soglo. You are a legend. Thank you very much for your heart and your passion for helping other people. This is I Was Born to Speak on Radio, a Leadership 2020 production. We're coming to you live and direct from somewhere in downtown Johannesburg. This is the 2021 edition, and we're about to introduce Mr. Big Bite to give you the social media story. But before I do that, Penny Lebyane, come and join me. Let's talk to our students quick. Is Lungile there? Is Vuisile there? Is Ntabiseng there?
Hello, students.
I want to hear one of them.
I'm social distancing, right?
Vuisile, are you there?
Oh, there they are on the screen. I was so lost not seeing them.
Vuisile.
Hello, guys.
Yes, my man. Yes. Now, Vuisile, let's do it for the people that want to join the program. Give us your story, your testimony as a student who's graduated from Homegrown Radio.
Just gone 16 minutes after 11. This is I Was Born to Speak on Radio, a Leadership 2020 production. My name is Lebyane, and I am the one half of Homegrown Radio. This program has changed my life a lot. This program is the beginning of my career. This program has opened a lot of doors for me, and I am glad to be a part of Homegrown Radio. Thank you.
Wow. Definitely one of the great resources that we have as a continent is young people like Vuisile. I feel like a proud mother. I'm actually standing here to represent the women of the continent to say, you know, we can give birth to greatness. And if the greatness is ready to take the opportunity like these young people on Homegrown Radio, then the future is even brighter than we thought. It's brighter than the sun that we have as a continent. So I'm excited about that. So who else do we have next?
Is Ntabiseng, is that you there at the top? Or Lungile? Who's there? One of the girls there. Are you there?
Hi, Nick.
Who do we have? Who's there?
My mic is there.
Lungile. Welcome to it, Lungile and Shangas. Over to you.
Go on, with your fine self.
Hello, everyone. Hello. The time is 18 minutes after the hour 11, and this is I Was Born to Speak on Radio with Leadership 2020 production. I'm so excited to be here. And one of the things that I liked that was mentioned by Mrs. Penny was being intentional. So for me, when I joined this program, I had no purpose of being famous, but all I wanted was to influence. And maybe that's why I've been able to do all the things that I've done that they are speaking about today. So for me, I was like, radio is a platform that I can use to influence, to touch many lives, to influence other young people and show them that it's possible. And I saw that my intention is the one that made me have the drive to go on. And I must say that the confidence that I've gained over the weeks, like it took me 2 weeks to be really confident, because I was learning from the best in the game. I was open to learn. I was not taking criticism as an attack, but I was taking criticism as a chance to do better. So I must say that there's no words to actually describe the things that I've learned in this program. And I always say to Mr. Nick that my life will never be the same after this, because I got to learn from the best.
Wow. Confidence is the most powerful thing to have as a young woman, and I'm sure you're going to go on in super strides and do amazing things with your life because you believe in yourself and you can be able to do so many amazing things, and while you're at it, touch other people's lives. So I'm very excited for you. I see your vision board at the back there. That girl means business.
Hey, Lungile does not play.
She's not playing.
Lungile does not play. Vision Board 2021. Lungile, I just want to say to you that you are always quick with your tasks. You are always fast to submit your work. And that opened up opportunities for you to do great things. Keep it up. 2021, let's go harder than we went in 2020, okay?
Awesome stuff. All right, so who do we have next, Nicholas?
I can't see, but I'd like to speak to Ntabiseng Mofokeng if we can get her.
Okay.
If we can get Ntabiseng Mofokeng, we can close it off with her. If she's there, can she speak? Can she unlock her microphone? If she can't, I'm happy to hear from Kieran McKenzie. I'm happy to hear from Kieran McKenzie. Who do we have?
Okay.
Good afternoon, Nick and Penny.
Is it already
what an
afternoon?
absolute show that you're putting on.
Thanks, Kieran. Take
It's
it away.
11:21. It's just gone 21 minutes after 11. And this is Kieran McKenzie. You're locked onto Leadership 2020 production. I just want to thank Nick, Penny, and the team for encouraging us at each webinar. I know we got into this thing untrusted. And when it popped up on my email, I looked at it and looked back and I said, could this be real with all the people that were involved in the program? And then I got through. I sent that email through. Sonia replied to me, and the rest is history. I've got to interact with people that I've looked up for many, many years, studying their radio game. People who have changed the game. I've always said to Nick about Penny, I listened to one of her shows between 12 and 3, and she just enlightened the spark back into radio. She took it to next level. We've got to meet people who taught us about marketing. And I'm actually excited, and I can't wait what the future will bring with homegrown radio. It's changed my life forever, and my thought process will never be the same, and only looking upwards and forwards, and the sky's the limit for homegrown radio and Leadership 2020. So whoever is not sure about doing this, I guarantee you 100%, you're not going to get anything like this in this world. I often say we've been looking for years and years for a program for people who can afford it, firstly, for people who don't think that they do have the voice for radio or that they cannot do it. Nicholas and this team will definitely bring it out, and the future is going to be great. Absolutely thrilled and excited to be doing great things with the team.
Hey, that's Kieran McKenzie in Durban. Now
Kieran.
this guy.
Wow, that is dope. So you used to listen to Penny at 12 midnight on the Penny Lane. Now that's the original troublemaker. Okay, awesome. So who do we have next?
All right, I think to keep the show moving, we've got enough testimonials, and trust me, I don't know which camera we need, guys. This one, or this one?
This one.
Okay, so I don't know if you know, but we didn't pay them. We didn't pay them. Guys, point to the camera. I want to be direct with the audience.
It's the middle camera.
We didn't pay them. They paid us. They came on a life-changing experience, and now hear how they talk about their journey and their future and their potential. Homegrown radio is a real thing. We're live on it right now. Your career and your future is a real thing if you act on it right now. I want to know about the people who want to take things serious. I hang out with people who take things serious. People who show up, because showing up is 50% of the gig. Up next, I want to introduce to you a guy who inspires me. He challenges me. He makes me laugh. I love being in his presence. I love being under his teaching. He's always got new information. This guy has got 3 books written that we haven't released yet. I say we because he's not allowed to release his book without Leadership 2020.
The pressure.
Trust me. I want to introduce to you Mr. Big Bite. He's going to take you on a journey. Homegrown radio team and everybody on the stream, this is for you. Social media branding in 2021. Everybody in the studio in downtown Joburg, make some noise for Mr. Big Bites.
What's up, guys? You know what we're missing here? Is the crowd. Is the people. Is the people. You know, let's get rid of this mask now because I'm safe. For all those going through COVID, shout out to you all. God be with you all. Be blessed. You'll be safe. You'll be fine. Trust in God. You'll be good. And, you know, I just want to give a shout out to Nick 2020, Leadership 2020, Penny, DJ Spoo. Always been inspired, always setting up things, always been a visioner. And that's the mindset you got to have. I think the only reason you're here is because somebody had a vision. Somebody had a mindset. And so I'm Mr. Big Bite. I go by Warren Daniel. That's my real name. And I want to say that I'm going to take you through a short journey on digital marketing. I'm going to try and help you guys who have registered and who have logged on, those of you that are interested. So to all our Zoom viewers, well done. Big ups. You took the initiative, you made the change, you're online, and you know what you want. And so all our people on Facebook, international, friends, fam, who've logged on, thank you for the support. Continue supporting. That's how we're going to grow. This is the next norm. This is it. There's no audience. You are the audience. There's no events. This is the new event. It's live. We had to adapt. We had to change. I don't know what's going on here, but this is what we have to change to. This is the mindset. You're talking into a lens. You're speaking into a camera. You're training a lens. But I know there's people there. I have faith in you, and I know that you're going to learn something. So, guys, social media changed. 2021. 2020 was a specific year that I believe all entrepreneurs. Which camera am I focusing on? There's so many. You guys must talk to me. This one. Is this my main guy? It's happening. Okay. So social media has evolved. And that's the status quo. I think if I had to sum it up in one word, adaptation. Adaptation. If your mind cannot adapt to all our followers, if you cannot understand that you have to transition to a new way of thinking, businesses, people, everything you do online is different. We are all journalists. We are walking journalists. And that's the status quo, adaptation and change. Let's move on, guys. So I want to speak about specifically radio. So I understand that you guys have taken up a challenge and you actually want to work and strengthen your personality through radio. That's your initiative. That's what you want to do. So that's why you've taken on this challenge. So now what you need to know, I'm going to give you 3 things that I think would work for you. My research, my planning has come up with number 1. Make guests work for you. So you in radio, as we spoke about here, the lady with black coffee and so forth. So you got to take those interviews and you got to adapt it. You got to make it work for you. Here's the difference. This is the difference. You are different. Your personality is different. Your character is different. The questions that you ask and pose to the person that you're interviewing needs to be you, unique. If you're a funny person, if you're a factual person, however that comes across, you got to bring that on social media. You got to bring that across as you. And once you involve that guest into your interview, you will notice how that will seamlessly flow. Guys, this could happen online. This could happen on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, radio specifically. That's what we're speaking about now. And Penny will know. She's been doing this for years. She's natural. So when she speaks to somebody, she knows how to make the guest feel welcome. And there's a connection. Okay? Save your best bits. I'll tell you something. I've transitioned to TikTok. I feel so distant from you guys. You know, this is so distant. But I'm going to get there, right? I've transitioned to TikTok. And I was a big Facebook guy. I dropped Facebook for a while. I went into Instagram. And in the last year, I've seen the evolution of TikTok. And I want to say that it taught me to use a feature called drafts. Now, the awesome thing about TikTok is you can record. You can record a whole lot of videos. You can record a whole lot of content. And you can make mistakes. But what's nice about it, you hit the draft button. And then one day you're chilling at home, you're busy working, and you think, I got no content to post. Go into your draft folder. Pull all your stuff out. What I'm trying to say is, save your content. Because you can edit it later. And it can become viable content. So wherever you go, always think of content. Create it, save it. Create it, save it. You'll be able to use it later. Businesses, personal people, private, however you want to. Save your best bits. Save it in your drafts. It's going to come out later. For those of you that know about this, thumbs up, put a heart, like the page, do something there. Follow Mr. Big Bite. Hashtag Big Bite. Come on, guys. Think viral. Okay. If you can't adapt, then you won't be able to think viral. What does that mean? You got to think, what am I going to say or what am I going to do that's going to trend? That's hard. It's difficult. It requires a creative brain, a creative mind. If you've chosen to speak, that means you're a natural. That means you're confident. You feel good about yourself. That means you should be able to create viral content. And that viral content is going to come out through your walk in life. So everything you do needs to transition onto social media. You got to bring that onto Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, but in different ways. TikTok. So I'm saying viral content is there all the day. You just got to know when to capture it. So charge your phones. Start there. Let's go to the next one. Okay, I suggest, these are the top things that I want. I don't know if you guys can see the screen. I don't think the Facebook people can see this clearly, but I hope this is being shared with the Zoom audience, all right? I don't even know if they're chatting or talking to me, but we'll have a Q&A moment just now, if we're going to. These are focus areas and focus points. The first focus point that I want to bring across is quality content is key. Now, what is quality content? Quality content is researched content. I'm speaking to business owners here, and I'm speaking to branded people. If you cannot create quality content by researching, you got to plan and think and Google and interview and talk and listen. When you're sitting around a braai with mates and you're having fun, listen to what they say. That's content. Everything you do, the way you walk, the way you are, where you go, restaurants, the way you eat, it's content. How you use this content is critical. I've been building content for 10 years. What you guys are seeing now on TikTok is still new. I've been doing this for companies and brands for years, and I've seen success in quality content. How do you get quality content? Research. Stop blurging content onto social media. Think. Think. They say think before you ink. Now it's think before you post. Think before you touch. It's different. We understand mobile is transition. Mobile over desktop. What does that mean? Is that all our email people and our people using desktops, I've noticed that that industry has actually come down and mobile is king. So what does that mean? Invest in a good phone. Invest in a top camera. Invest in a phone that actually has a good battery life. I noticed that every second person has to use a power bank. Am I wrong, guys? You got to have a power bank. You won't survive for less than 3 hours in today without a power bank. You got to charge your phone. So if you're not equipped and you don't have a great mobile device, I don't see this actually working. Even listening to homegrown radio, it's happening online. All the streaming is happening online. So change, adapt, squeeze your folks for a little bit cash to buy a new phone, upgrade, save, negotiate, do deals, go into Facebook Marketplace, swap your phone today, go get the new iPhone. I think iPhone should give us an endorsement for this. Okay, become a content creator. This is awesome. What's the new person, the new focus? It's content creation. What is content creation? Everybody's talking about this. All these TikTokers, all the Instagrammers, all the influencers, all talk about content creation. Now, how does this apply to radio? How does this apply to business? How does this apply? It is the important factor of using an editorial calendar. It's knowing what you want to do. You got to plan your content. You got to think it through. You got to become a content creator. Now, becoming a content creator means that your mind is changed. You're a walking journalist. I said that earlier on. CNN, NWCA, BBC got nothing on you. You could go viral tomorrow. I give you my word. From Mr. Big Bite to everybody out there. You want to go viral? You are it. You just got to believe it, that you're a content creator. And jot your content down. Save it in your drafts, post it. Save it in your drafts, post it. That's one of the biggest secrets. Content creation is in your heart. Can I say that? It's in your mind. And it comes out. Monetize your business through social media. I don't know how much time I have left, but I'm trying to monitor this. Okay? Monitoring your business through social media. How do you monetize business? Let me give some tips to the IG people. All your Instagrammers. You want to make some money? It's easy. Start thinking how people would pay you for every post or every shout out that you do. You need to start using your social media to your advantage. 1, to gain an income. 2, to help somebody else. So monetization can be done in many forms. If you're a business owner, you got to think about your product. What product you have and where will it sell? Will the product sell on Facebook? Will it sell on Instagram? Will it sell on TikTok? Will it sell on Twitter? If a product can be sold online, you can be paid. People are being paid through WhatsApp. People are being paid through WeTransfer payments. They've been paid online, e-box, all these payment gateways. One of my slides earlier on, I'm going to skip to it. One of the biggest companies that survived through COVID was PayPal. Why PayPal? Because all your payments were going through there. All the big online, Amazon is number one, 400 and something billion dollars. That was the return on investment. Their growth margin through COVID was done through paper. Paper was the biggest aggregator. So you got to think how that's going to be valuable. Monetization. You could sell something on radio, on air, and you could make money tomorrow. Believe it, it can be done. Follow trends, don't fall behind. So some of us think that we're too cool, or we're scared to be part of a movement. I feel that if you don't follow trends, you won't be able to adapt. So trends could be a dance move, it could be a funny voice, it could be the way somebody else is talking. You think that you are your own person and you shouldn't adapt, but you won't be successful. You won't trend. Because you have to take 5 trends in a month. Go listen to DJ Fresh, go listen to our Massive Metro people, listen to everybody, go listen to whoever you want to. Listen to whoever you want to. Take that content, make that content viral. How do you make that content viral? How do you use it for your ability? By listening to what can become viral. What I'm speaking about is trends. So let's look at Spoo. DJ Spoo used to take his Mofire. He used to jump out of his car, he'd walk on any street, he'd walk to any taxi, he'd walk to any vendor, and he'd sell his Mofire. Am I wrong or right? That was an intentional movement. That movement was critical because he followed a trend. Now we started getting businesses that became viral by moving out, getting out of their cars, selling their products. So you need to get out of your comfort zone. Follow trends. It works. Follow hashtags. Think ROI. Every customer, every business owner, all they think about is, how do we make money? What's our return on investment? How do we make more money? Now, in the radio industry, there is money. Adverts, advertorials, your voice, sponsorships. Have you thought of all the ways that you could earn money? Even as an influencer, being on social media, you keep on thinking about how you are doing as a person, but you forget how to make income. You forget that this has to transition into money. So return on investment is based on how you take your personality, be it on radio, be it on social media, and you transition that into an income. I suggest get a sponsor, speak to a friend, endorse a brand, go out and ask people what do they want to hear. Listen, open your ears to what the audience wants. When you listen, you'll be able to adapt, and then you'll be able to say, okay, fine, I'm going to make X amount from my business. That's return on investment. You could sell anything on social media. It's just about how you take it and how you place it and how you market it, and then follow up to get a return on investment. This is nice. I like this one. Can I have a water, please, bud? This is nice. Learn from young people. I want to give all young people a hand. Give them a hand. All young people. I love you. You are future leaders. You're awesome. Let me tell you something. I've learned so much from a 12-year-old, from a 16-year-old, from an 18-year-old. I don't judge you. I look up to you. You see, if you've taken an opportunity to be on this program, you've invested your life, you've invested your heart. Now, what does that mean? That means that you are determined for a future. What does that mean for young people? They're the ones creating the content. Young people are viral. Young people are mainly looked over. We judge them. I'm asking for all of you guys to focus on what they are doing and transition that into money. You can build by listening to a young person. It's a powerful statement. Let's move on. Okay, this is long. I'm going to capture quick ones. Listen carefully to this one. Do's and don'ts. Everybody talks about this. What do you do on social media and what you don't? I think the most powerful one is be consistent. I'm going to take one of each and I'm going to hone on it. Be consistent. That means post today, post tomorrow, post the next hour, post the next hour, post the next day, post on a public holiday, post on Sunday, post every day. Keep your brand consistent. You're not going to grow like that. I'm victim of not posting. I'll tell you why. Because I get content block. Content block is real. It's like the flu. COVID block, content block. I don't know what you can call it. But it's real. I'll tell you what it does to you. It creates a block in your mind. But what you just got to do, you got to go look at trends, research. So just be consistent. It's the most powerful tool ever in marketing, consistency. What happens to people, in conclusion to consistency, is that you post today, you post tomorrow, you start a new business, you start a new course, and you know what you do? You give up. You give up. It's simple as that. You never know what tomorrow holds for you. You could have done your 50 posts, and on the 51st post, you went viral. You were big. You boomed. You had an interviewer. But you never believed in yourself. So what you did, you kept on posting one. Oh, you got 2 likes. I only got 2 likes. I got 2 followers. Oh, I got 4 likes. I got 5 followers. And you became depressed. You became sad. Because you live for followers and you live for likes. But when you start living for consistency and your own brand, you grow. That's what it's built on. It's simple, guys. Consistency. There's a few more here. Nick will share it online. This presentation will go on his website only if you register. Yeah, that's nice, eh? Go register online. Leadership 2020, that's where you need to be. Then you get this entire presentation. Okay? I want to speak about the don'ts. The don'ts are important. This is a powerful one. I come up here because I can't see very well, right? Remember your manners. It's here. Remember your manners. Be respectful. There's a lot of hate on social media. There's a lot of racism trending. There's a lot of hurt that people are doing online. There's a lot of things that should not be done online. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of envy. And that all boils down to what? It creates corruption, it creates a bad mind, and it gives you a negative energy. I'm pleading to all viewers online, stop hating. Stop putting hate comments. Don't be jealous of another person's growth. Don't be jealous of another person's clothing. Don't be jealous of another person's bank account. Don't be jealous of other people online. That transitions into negativity. You're growing negativity. This is so important. Don't hate on people's content. People take time to create content. People take time to go on radio. People take time to prepare their interviews. And you go out there throwing a nasty comment. Oh, your hair looks so funny. Oh, you know what? I don't like the way you smell. Oh, no, you can't smell somebody through social media. Yeah, got you. Got you, got you. You know what's the problem? Is you hating on brands. You're actually belittling yourself. So I leave you with this one when it comes to hate speech. And it's not flowing. It's not going anywhere. We are a Rainbow Nation. We love all the people. Be a radio presenter. Be a content creator. Stand up for good things. Stand up for helping others. You'll grow online because that's what's engagement. How do you engage? This is super powerful. Every person that comments on your post, take 10 seconds to go back and say thank you. You're not so special. You're not. You're a great person. You're a content creator. Thank every person that likes your comments. Go and give them thumbs up and start responding to posts. You know what happens to influential people? People with 100,000 followers, 1 million followers? You forget the person who started following you. Take some time, employ a student, take some money out of your bank account, pay them 2,000 Rand, tell them to sit for 2 hours and respond to all my comments for the month. Those people will appreciate you. Your account will grow. Mark my words. I've done it. I've proven it. Start showing love through comments and engagement. You want fans? Look after the fans. You don't like bad fans? Mute them. Delete them. You don't need to engage and entertain haters, eh? That's not what we're about. Know your target market, share good quality content. I'm going to drop that on the website for you. There is some other critical things that I want to hone in, but it's going to take a lot of time to unpack. So that's something for you to come back. You understand? Nothing in life is, you got to work for it. Let's go to the next one. This is powerful. What happened online? I'm coming to a close. COVID hit us. COVID was bad. In many aspects, many businesses suffered. Many businesses got impacted. Many people lost their lives and lost their jobs. I'm speaking specifically what happened to South Africa. 36 million South Africans out of the 59 million population have transitioned online. That is super powerful. Listen to this statement. 36 million people are using the internet out of our 59 million population. Give a shout out to them. Hands up, thumbs up. South African people are transitioning online. South African people, we believe that online is the future. That's a positive note. So, let's move to the next one, guys. Who are the smart companies? Shout out to these two companies. Come on, guys. My guys need jungle oats and water here. They're tired. Jungle oats and water. These two companies, I'm very proud of them. Zulzi. Well done to the owner of Zulzi. Big ups to you. You're smart. You capitalized. Today you got 300 employees, 400 drivers. I know you got about 45 people working in your office. If you check me online, call me. I'll help you with your social media. Right? That's just a shout out to get new business. However, Zulzi, well done. You capitalized on COVID. You saw a gap. You saw a gap in the market. This is how I want you to be a trendsetter. I want people to start seeing how these companies thought, how these companies processed. Zulzi used to be a normal company, used to sell simple online gifts. He was an e-commerce company. And suddenly he transitioned into food. And suddenly he saw the need and he pumped out drivers. They are now one of the fastest growing online food purchasing companies in South Africa, just because of transition. The second one is Wild Earth. I'm sure you don't know what's Wild Earth. Guaranteed. If you don't, let me tell you. Safari industry was an industry that was dying. The tourism industry got hit the worst in South Africa. And this company was smart. They put GoPro cameras and they put a little mounted camera on every single van, every single safari driver, and they sent them out to see the lions, sent them out to see some giraffes, sent them to go play with the rhinos and feed some monkeys. And you know what happened? They took all that data, aggregated into something what we're doing. They went live, and today, Wild Earth is one of the biggest streaming companies in less than 6 months in South Africa. Because they adapted. They adapted to the new norm. And that was smart. That was smart thinking, clever to business, South Africa. Well done, Wild Earth and Zulzi. We must learn from them. Let's move. Social media in 21 is about confidence. Be human. I close with that. It's about being confident. Confidence must not be overlooked. You know, radio presenters. In a radio presentation world, you would think that person possesses too much energy. In actual fact, that person is actually a very nice, calm person in their home, chilled with their fam. Put them behind the mic. Watch how they transition. It's a change. It's a confidence. It's from inside. It's a fire that burns inside. All of you guys took this course. Everybody on Zoom. All of you guys listening to me right now. Everybody on Facebook. You chose to believe in yourself. It's a confidence that you need to portray through social media. How do you do that without a mic? It's difficult. It starts with the content creation. Be human. Be you. Let people buy you. And that's what this course is all about. We're going to teach you and take you through a journey, 12 entire sessions about how to change you and bring you across a mic so that people can understand you. And people can buy into you and your brand can grow. That's what it's about. If you take that and you start having confidence, I see no flow. I see no game changer. So to everybody out there, log on to our website. Register. Ask me questions. Grow in social media. Believe in social media. Follow me on TikTok at Mr_BigBite. Check out my content. Support local business. Be influential, be supportive, don't hate. Procreate. Peace out, guys. That was good. Nick,
Congratulations,
I'm happy, man.
Mr. Big Bite.
I'm happy.
How was it?
Yeah, check how we're practicing this. Yeah.
How was it? How was it?
You know what, Nick? It's hot up here.
Yeah, it's
It's
hot.
hot.
You just can't wait to get out, right?
It's fire.
Well done.
It's fire. I want to talk to the people. I want to scream.
Well done.
Let's
We
see.
have a couple of questions, and I just want to appreciate you, Warren, man. I just want to appreciate you. Which camera, guys? I just want to appreciate you. Thank you, Penny. So we're getting used to this new studio setup, and we appreciate you hanging in with us. We started a bit late. We aim to finish on time, which is 10 minutes. Now, I have a question for Mr. Big Bite. What is more important when we evaluate social media presence, the followers or the content that you post?
Woo! The followers is is the heart of your content. Hear me out. You are the creator. But without the people, without the fans, how do you move that content forward? It's simple. I believe look after your followers, look after them by giving them good content. You don't get better than that.
I want to appreciate everybody who's come onto the call today. I'm just jumping around, playing around with the set a little bit. Lerato Hope, we see you. Thank you for your inquiry. We're looking forward to having you join the course. Carly, we see you. Tulu, we see you. Zwest, the worst, we see you. Pelo Palo Bam, we see you. And we're looking forward to welcoming you on the course. Shout out to DJ Twa. DJ Twa, can you grab a mic and come up here a minute? I just want to shout him out because he's a student who we took from back in the day when he was at CUTFM, and I believe he was a student at those days, and we put him on to, at that time, the DJ Smooth Breakfast. And he's a technical producer, someone who's been with us on the journey the whole way from the start of Massive Metro, and he's still here with us today. He's the one who came, plugged in the computer, and said, okay, we can just go live on Homegrown Radio, plug, and we're in. So DJ Twa, please take the floor for a second. Oh, please sanitize before you give you the floor.
Cheers, bud. Thank you. Much love.
Please don't go.
Okay.
Please take the floor, DJ
Please don't
Twa,
go.
just for a second, and just share with the class your love for radio.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm not much of a talker, but, I am here. So my journey is quite an easy one. Not really an easy one, a difficult path. That started with the struggle of finding myself, and then after that, then finding the right platforms and the right places to go to get these type of opportunities. And one thing that has actually been the forefront of everything that has happened towards me is mainly learning to take every single opportunity seriously.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about it is that everybody might think they have that chance, but the person that works towards getting that chance and the one that makes it happen is the one that's going to be forthcoming. My journey started at CUTFM. I used to be a newsreader there, and a couple of technical producers heard me produce beats, and they wanted to listen to my beats. They listened to my beats. Afterwards, they were like, dude, you should be in technical production with the station. I'm telling you now that within 2 months, I was already a technical person in the radio station. And as well as I had changed the sound of the station to become a little bit more edgy and more upfront and more student vibey. And that was one thing that I thought to myself, that was a fantastic accomplishment. And I think I could go on this path even more because I understand what I'm doing and I understand the love of what I do. Couple of months down the line, Zbu comes to the station just to broadcast. He was doing a promotional situation that was going through. And I just came to the station. It wasn't even my shift that day, but I took the morning shift that day, and I decided I was going to help out in anything that was needed. We had a little bit of problem with broadcasting his voice all the way to Joburg, and I found a simple solution. So I sat down and I was like, Zbu, you can't be sending these things via WhatsApp. This is radio, we're professional, we gotta do this properly. So what we're gonna do is record you on both ends. You're gonna be live with us on here, and then you're gonna record, and then we're gonna send the audio, and it's gonna be just as clean. Within 3 hours, the show was done, everything went smoothly, and after that, he praised me and said that, my man, I'm taking you to Johannesburg with me. Now, everybody always gets excited when this happens. Celebrity's gonna look at you and you're thinking to yourself, wow, DJ's Boo, more fire, all these situations that are going on. And he says he's going to take me to Johannesburg. Yes, that's exciting. But it doesn't work that way in most cases. He might say he is. And I had to still work, apply, and show and prove to the fact that I qualify and I deserve to be here. Which goes into the aspect of you need to do the same thing too. Just because you're standing next to greatness, it does not mean you are also great and you deserve the spot. Not even one bit. Not even one bit. I can tell you that for free today. As I stand here, I'm working and I'm sitting amongst greatness. But I'm still working every single day to make sure that they see that I deserve to be at the spot where I am. It is not a small journey, it is a long and very fruitful journey if your passion and your belief is in it. That is all that I can say off the top of the bone.
Well done, my man.
Thank you so much.
Well done. We can make some noise for DJ Twa.
DJ Twa!
There's a gentleman on the call, his name is Mz, and he wants to say, thank you, Mr. Big Bike, for your presentation. I can listen to you all day. He says he can listen to you all day. He asked a question, what inspires you when you get up in the morning?
So my family is the biggest thing. We're all grateful for God. I can't deny that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Yo, I am definitely grateful that He gave me life and that I could rise. But when I wake up, I have a family. I have Mish, I have my 2 girls. As a man, I have been given a gift, and that gift is, you know what? To provide. So no matter what I do, it could be business, it could be waking up, it could be washing dishes, it could be anything. I inspire to wake up to provide for them so that they could have a good life and that all those around me could benefit. That's what inspires me, man.
And that's what being a man is about, right? Providing, taking care of the family, looking after women, looking after children, not abusing and touching and being rough and aggressive with other people. You need to be a provider and a keeper and a deliverer and a problem solver. The team at Homegrown Radio, I hope that you've enjoyed that. Penny Lebyane, come and join us up here. I hope that you've enjoyed the presentation. I would like to open the floor for any questions. Anybody want to ask Penny or Warren a question? Now's the time. As I step out and Penny steps in, this is a social distancing production. And I would really want to appreciate everybody who has taken the time today to be a part of this class. This has been a Leadership 2020 production. It's I Was Born to Speak on Radio, the 2021 version. Now, in terms of where we are and who we are and what we stand for and what we represent education. We represent Africa. We represent the future. We represent potential. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years of experience in our phone books. We want to take that experience and transfer it to you who is walking into the world without experience. Our job is to be a catalyst for your success. The reason why I'm talking like this is because if I don't say it to you, I'm not sure that somebody else will say it to you. So I'm making sure that with the 10, 20, 30, or 100 or 1,000 people that see this or more, that you are your own biggest problem. You are the one that needs to get over yourself and get on with it. You are the one who took 2 hours to be here today. What are you going to do next? What is your next move to take you to the next level? Are you going to join the course? Are you going to keep sitting on the fence? Are you going to come to the free webinars only? Are you going to join the course and drop out? Penny Lebyane, let me give it to you. Let's see if there's any questions from the floor before we wrap up.
Well, awesome stuff. Okay, so you saw what happened there. He became the voice of God. He was in the background. So normally when you watch awards shows and then you hear a voice that you never see, that's what he did. That's actually a career in television. You just only do special events and you are the voice of God.
So you speak from the back?
Yeah, you never seen. You never know. Who speaks at the summers? Do you know the person?
No, you hear them.
Yeah, you hear them. That's what they do. They're a voiceover artist. And that's what radio can actually expose you to and give you an opportunity to be able to do things like that. Great presentations. So I am going to get into TikTok because of you. And I think that, with homegrown radio, and I'm putting this out there because I've learned this from Nick, that you need to declare it. I'm thinking I'm going to start a cool children's radio. Nick, what do you think? So, I'm thinking I'm going to have kids doing this because I think we should, I'm going to do a course to train kids on how to be on radio.
That's dope.
I think it's dope. I really think it's dope. So they're on TikTok. They can go viral. And then, you're going to give them some tips on how to manage their digital, relationships and how to do those things online.
Penny, I started taking my kids online at the ages of 4 and 2. They started their first YouTube channel.
Wow.
I believe in it. You got a vision.
I
got a
just want to
vision.
say a question from the group.
Yes.
For Sister Penny, how does one get to find their voice to use on radio? This is from Tsuelo Pele. How does one get to find their voice to use on radio?
I think it starts with passion. I think it starts with interest first. You have to be interested in a myriad of things, and then you become connected and passionate about one particular thing or more than a number of things, and then you consistently continue to learn about that specific thing. So that's just how it is. It could be about health. It could be about digital media. It could be about culture. It could be about language. So whatever it is that you decide to focus on, the more you learn about it. So what gives you a voice is that once you're given a mic or an opportunity to speak about that thing, you'll have so much content because you have interest and you're keen in that subject matter, and you've constantly been reading, growing, evolving with it, questioning things, wanting to find out what are the latest developments on that. And the more you do that, the more confident you become about talking about that thing. And what that does, it ignites a certain love and interest in that. So I look at it in that way, whether it's sports. So that's for me how I think you grow. I believe you grow your voice. You need to be passionate, you need to be interested, and you need to continue to do the work and discover in regards to that topic.
Finding your voice is a big thing.
Well said,
Using
Penny.
your voice is an important thing. Warren, I know that you've found something that you want to talk about. Another question for Penny, and it's 2 minutes past 12. So for those of you who like punctuality, we will close the meeting in about 8 minutes. We did start 10 or so minutes late, so we're giving you the full value that you signed up for. Sis Penny, what has been your worst experience in radio? This is from Yvonne.
Yeah.
My worst experience in radio has been, when I've gotten a 3-year contract and I have a 3-year plan of how I'm going to kill this show, on the station, year 1, year 2, to take, firstly, my audience to the next level and grow with the station, and to take my brand to the next level. And that thing gets yanked off, a year or a year or a second year into the middle of that. So it's very disruptive because, as I said, for me, if I'm going to get into a project or a show, I put in a lot of time. I do a lot of research. I ask questions. I go to people who I think are in the know. I prep myself. I pray about it. I do a lot of things. And then just when I think, I'm making progress, and then things don't work. I mean, obviously, it's part of the game, truth be told. So yes, it's a disappointment, but it's something that hasn't really stopped me from continuing to do things. So I just try to find other ways to continue, to do that thing that I wanted to do in different ways. What do I mean? So I might have an idea, to do something that's empowering for women on a particular radio show, and things don't work out, and I'm moved because that slot doesn't fit the topic or whatever. I'll try and find and still do content around women, maybe on a television, platform.
Yeah.
I'll do speaking about it. You know what I mean? So I keep to the thread of those things that I still wanted to do in spite of the disappointments.
Okay, so there's another one here. Thank you, Penny. So there's another one here from iPhone. It says, DJ Twa, you are a star.
DJ
Twa, you're a star.
You gotta say his name properly.
DJ Twa. No, he spelled it Thwaa. Okay, let's keep it moving. Hi, Warren. What books do you read that have enhanced your wisdom? And then just listen to this comment. Don't answer this second one because it's long, but I want to appreciate DJ Zondi for taking the time to chat about it. We'll answer you, DJ Zondi. Mr. Warren, kindly, I'd like to know about the movement Data Must Fall. Does that movement still participate? Is it still happening? And the majority of young people, especially in Katlehong, are still facing a shortage of free Wi-Fi zone. So as a brand, as I am, and an individual, if I don't have data and I'm not nearest the free Wi-Fi zone to post or get online, what are the other means or things to do for me to log in at any given time since I'm unemployed?
There were like 3 questions there in that, if I could remember. For the person that wanted to know what book did I read, or recent book, but I want to give 2 ones quickly. So it's Jab Jab Hook Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. He's great on social media, okay? And then the second one was quickly, from book, go watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix. The Social Dilemma on
Still
Netflix.
on, still on.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. And then you asked about the data issue.
How do I the question came from DJ Zondi. DJ Zondi asked this question. So basically what he's saying is, I'm in Katlehong, I want to build my brand, I don't always have data, I'm unemployed, and what's the deal with this data must fall movement? Does it still happen? Does it still exist?
The sad part is that the third world country effect is still legit. We don't have data equivalents right now to cope. I'm sorry to say this, but our large entities, and I'm not going to name swipe you, but you have not come to the party for our young unemployed people, but rather they exploit us and they take our costs and they're actually charging us on data. So yes, there are some Wi-Fi hotspot zones in the CBD, but unfortunately through COVID, this has impacted you worse because you can't leave the home, you can't go out. My only advice is I would like to mention this company's name, but they're the most affordable right now. You know, Rain, okay, we're all using them. I think they're the most affordable in your game. I would suggest you go to your fam, get some money together, invest in a Rain device, a baby one, get 5 gigs and start your career off. Because the sad part, I'm going to conclude with this one. We in this country have not yet adapted to a first world ideology. We're not a first world ideology. And when we get there, we will believe in giving instead of
taking.
I want to appreciate Pearl Kolanyane from Botswana. I'm looking at you on the screen.
Hey.
I want you, my sister, to get ready to pray and close this meeting. I also want to appreciate Tinashe from Zimbabwe, our student who's joined us from Zimbabwe this week.
Sadek in the building.
I don't know where Tinashe is, but I also want to appreciate you for being with us. This course is growing beyond the South African borders. Pearl, please get ready to pray, my sister. Please get ready to pray and close the meeting. This course is taking us beyond the borders, and we want to keep talking with you guys, but we need to wrap up. We've got 3 minutes left. So here's a couple of comments from the floor. Thank you, Wendy and Sonia in the back, for keeping us connected and keeping us moving. Woo. What keeps you guys going? What advice would you say must always remain with us?
Okay, ladies first. So I'm going to use one of my beloved brothers who actually passed on this past week, Wandi Nzamande, the founder of Lokshan Culture. He says, you are enough, okay? So I have that as a tattoo on my hand. I am enough. I remind myself all the time. So in whatever situation, in whatever capacity, whatever level of life where you are enough. And that simply means you have what it takes. And then he continues to say, for us as children of this continent, of this country, of the townships that we come from, we have to create. Just keep on creating and keep doing it. Just keep creating and creating. You will get there eventually. Do it for yourself. Do it for the culture.
There's a question from the floor to the meeting. I'd like to know, how does having talent still remain relevant in 2021? Or is it all about the numbers of followers on social media that you... Or is it all about the numbers on social media? This is another question from Zondi. Zondi, just write a book, okay? You're very curious. But let's get to that, because this is about the craft. And I want to share with the audience the importance of the craft. Now, the craft is what we teach. We teach you to learn the game, the skills, the basics. We teach you to understand that the craft is about learning the foundation and always getting the foundation right. Talent is your personality. So if you've got a great personality, you use that as talent and you learn the craft to bring the two together to execute great work. Create memorable moments. Help people's lives. Come to radio with a purpose. What do you want to achieve? If you want to be famous, sign up for this course. I don't think you'll make it.
Yeah, that's used for free.
I don't think you'll make it, because we're not interested in fame. We're interested in hard work, passion, and talent. And we're interested in commitment and showing up and getting it done. So for the person, Zondi, who's asking the question, in 2021, does talent matter? Yes, but it's a part of the mix. Your commitment and your consistency is much more a part of the game than just your talent.
Well, there you have it. You're going to need so much more to be able to stay in the game, get ahead, and do what needs to be done. So talent alone, as John Maxwell says, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not
Talent,
enough.
don't forget, talent will get you followers.
Yeah.
That's where the people come from.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in agreement with definitely.
Do you have something to say?
Purpose.
It's
Do
some-
you
yeah.
have content? Do you have talent? Do you have something to
That's
say?
where
Do
it
you
come
have
from.
a purpose? Gabrielle says, big thank you guys. I was one who didn't know how to package my content and also wanted to know, and I was also worried by how many likes or followers I had. He says, Tony Friday, our man from Zimbabwe, who's part of the course, part of Homegrown Radio, he says, you are the Don. This is from Gabriel. So I want us to wrap it up, guys. We've had a fantastic day. Any closing words from you, Warren?
Stay true to yourself, be confident, be human.
Penny?
I like that. Be human. Be human. Be kind to each other and, believe in yourself. You are enough.
I'd like to give the floor to Pearl. Pearl, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Nick. Can you hear me?
Please pray for us, my sister. Please pray for us so that we can close and we can go home.
Yes. Let us pray. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, Father, we thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for a time of coming together of your children throughout the continent. Thank you, Father, for your grace. Protect us, lead us in this endeavor, Lord. We thank you that your grace is sufficient for us. Going forward, let your grace, let your peace continue to guide us. In Jesus' mighty name, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Awesome.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time, right?
We'll see
Yeah.
you in 2 weeks' time.
Lovely guys, take care.
2 weeks later, next level,
Bye.
we will be much better.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Pearl.
Doing
Thank
what
you,
we're
everybody.
famous for.
Thank you, everybody that made it to the meeting.
Follow,
Bye, guys.
follow.
Those of you who
Follow,
want to
follow,
stay
follow.
for the bonus meeting, we'll be here for 5 minutes. You can go if you've got things to do, but if you want to stay, because there's always some people that want to ask a few more things, we'll be here for 5 minutes. Can I get that chair, guy? Not girl, guy. Yeah, so we'll be here for 5 minutes. Anybody want to ask a question? It's a free flow time. This is the bonus session. We have to do this because this is part of giving extra value. You can see the guys in the back there with the blue wall. They're tired. We put them to work since yesterday, but we're here for you. So anybody wants to ask a question, anybody wants to share anything, we're here for 5 minutes. We can hear you when you put on your microphone, and I see that maybe if you want to raise your hand, then we can sort of see you as well. And I think that we'll take it that way. Anybody there? Anybody there? Thanks. People are shy, man. If there's a question, we're here. If there's people who want to just stay and look at the set, then I'll leave. Nobody wants to ask anything, it's fine. But we have to give you the opportunity. We have to at least say, I didn't get a chance to contribute. I didn't get a chance to say X, Y, and Z. So if anybody wants to ask anything, I will just start my conversation with Thames. Thames out there in Protea North, maybe. Let me take a guess. How was the session today, Thames?
Hi Nick, hi everyone. I am Themba Zimbabwe. Otherwise, I'm known as Thames, and I am the graduate for the class of 2020, Leadership 2020. I was born to speak on radio. It has been an amazing opportunity for me personally, because I am passionate about radio, and me being part of the HGR team is such an honor. So I definitely urge each and every one who thinks they are the king or queen of radio to make sure that they take that seriously and make sure that you are eager to learn. You listen to Nicholas. Sometimes he can be brutal with the construction and feedback, but you also need to take it in and know that he is not attacking you personally, but he just wants to produce what's best. And of course, you make sure that you enjoy it, and yeah, just enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Thames. Like I said to you, when you do your branding, you know you've got this long name, Thembagazi, la la la, also known as. Remember, as we move forward, you are Thames. And you are Thames from Homegrown Radio. And that's going to stick because it gives people less to remember, but you also keep something in your pocket so that when people want to ask you, okay, so what's your real name? You know what I mean? Or what's your name? Then you've got an opportunity to pull something out of your pocket. Don't give it all away at the top. We can always build, but always keep something in reserve so that you've got something to pull on when you need it. All right? And I don't think that I'm brutal. I think I'm honest. And I think that what I want is your success. So the hard talking and straight talk that you get from the leaders on this course is because we want your success. We don't want you to crumble. We want you to be strong. We want you to be available for when people make the life difficult or the road becomes bumpy. So that's really what it's about.
Come on, man.
We're enjoying this technology, so we're just using it for a couple of minutes to try and keep the flow going. Any more questions from anybody? Okay, someone's got their microphone on. Thanks, Thames. Anybody else want to contribute? If there's no one in 30 seconds, we'll be out. 20 seconds, we'll be out. 10 seconds, we'll be out. But guys,
I'd like to ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good day, everybody. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, and we look forward to learning so much. Thanks to you guys at the Leadership 2020. I was born to speak radio. We were speaking to Lebyane, mankind, so dirty. The question I have, I've already completed my registration and the payment was done. I'd like to find out when am I going to be added on the WhatsApp group, as I am eager and really can't wait to start with the first task, as I've seen that there are going to be tasks we are going to be given where we'll have to record videos and etc. So I'd just like to find out when can I get to be added on the WhatsApp group so I can really start preparing for the tasks.
Thanks for bringing your gift and your time and your treasure to this course. Really appreciate it. We should be adding you as we speak. So Wendy, if you're in the back and you're listening to this, he wants to be in the group right now. He actually doesn't have time to wait. And if you can add him to the group while I'm doing this in real time, it's just going to be super terrific like today has been. So my brother, welcome to the course. Run through those tasks, but take your time. And I want you to understand what I mean by take your time. When you shoot a video, shoot it landscape, okay? Shoot it with enough space around my head, like you're seeing me now, to be able to, for us to be able to use it as user-generated content. That's how we've made this course work and go out into the marketplace. Vuisile and Tabiseng, Thames, Lungile, and all of them have submitted their tasks in a professional, concise way so that we can use it to regenerate interest in the course from real students. Now, that's been our strategy. That's part of what we sign up to do, but we also give feedback that way. So I want you to take your time, listen to the rules, don't rush, but get it done and be, what's the word? I think be focused and be consistent at trying out every task. Welcome to it, my brother. We look forward to seeing you on the group. And when you do get in that group, I want a welcome video from you, considering that you put me on the spot and said, add me now. When do I start? But welcome to the team.
Thank you so much.
Blessings. Enjoy the journey. It's going to be a beautiful one.
Cheers. Ciao. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other questions, or we're going out to eat burgers and chips?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It's a Saturday, yeah, so we're going to have a cheat meal, you know? Burgers and chips and stuff like that. I want to know if anybody has got any other questions about the course, any comments. We can definitely sign out from here if we don't have any. If I don't hear anybody in 10 seconds, then we'll be making our way out of here.
Hello.
Aha, who's that? We need a doorbell. Ding dong. My name is, who's speaking?
Hi.
Slim
My name is
Shady.
West the Worst. I'm a vocalist.
Sure, go ahead. Sorry, my man.
So I'd like to ask, man, what do you guys think would be the best way for us to create more opportunities in the township, looking as there's no inspiration and motivation for the young youth?
What is the best way to create opportunities in the township?
Yes.
I think everywhere wherever you're looking for opportunities or wherever you're looking to create impact, look for where there's gaps. So Leadership 2020 has been around for 7 years. This is our 8th year. And when the opportunity presents itself to evolve, I look for gaps. We look for places and spaces that we can go in and solve problems. Now, radio training courses are quite expensive. They're quite standard wherever they are. There's nothing unique and special about a certain amount of other courses that are out there. So we created a course that is unique, different, brings it, but solves a problem. If we've got over 1,000 inquiries for this course, we definitely have found a hotspot for people who want to join. It's just that money is an issue. I'm sure we would have over 500 students by now. So taking this down to where you are in terms of you're looking at how do I create opportunities in the township. Don't focus about the township. Don't focus on, okay, I'm black. Don't focus on, money has no color. Money treats you how you treat it, okay? So let's first of all solve problems. Let's look for ways that we can be of value to the community. And let's come with a stern, honest, genuine agenda to be able to help, I think, move the community forward. And you'll see that that helps to put fire and energy into what you're doing. I always encourage people not to think about themselves in an environment where they're limited or in an environment where they have got their backs against the wall or they're worse off. Okay? We can all grow out of everywhere we are now into being great things. So when you ask that question again, or when you reprocess that question, maybe think about saying, how can I advance myself where I'm at? I'm currently living here, and I want to add value. This is what I'm good at doing, or these are my skills. Come at things with a half-full attitude as opposed to half-empty, and a positive approach to applying yourself. But thanks for your question, man. I hope that that's useful.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Nick, one last question, Nick, before you leave.
Yes.
Seeing that the course is online, is there ever a point where the students get to get a feel of a real studio?
Yeah, absolutely, because when you graduate, you start doing radio. So homegrown radio would be when you come into the real experience and you work a studio. I've encouraged all the students on the course right now to buy their own studio at home, right? Because it's about self-investment. Now, you might think that that sounds expensive. DJ Twa, how much does a small mixer cost to have at your place for you to use while you're doing, take off his headphones, while you're doing broadcasting from home? How much is a microphone? How much is a laptop? Many of us have a laptop already. But how much does a small mixer cost, DJ Twa, to set up a small mixer at your house? How much does it cost?
Doesn't really cost that much lately. These days, all you need is a USB microphone and a laptop that works well and the internet from your house. So in essence, the USB microphone that you would get would normally have a plug for you to jack in. Should I come in front? I don't know.
Sure.
Oh, okay, cool. So my bad, guys.
He's being the voice of God.
Yeah.
Go ahead, answer the questions, my man.
Sorry. All right, mate. So essentially what you would need is a USB microphone as well as a laptop that works well. It could be Windows, it could be Mac, as long as it's fine, it's good. And then after that, the USB microphone normally comes with a jack-in cable, and that's where you plug in your headphones. So essentially, you should be able to send the signal out from wherever you are in order to broadcast at any radio station. So the mic would normally cost about 1,000 Rand, and the headphones, depending on your selection, they can go from anything from 200 Rand up to 15,000, depending on what headphones you want. And the laptop could be any of your choice as long as it's able to send out a stream. And then you need Google Chrome, and then after that, then everything should be straightforward. So it's not really that hectic as it used to be. Initially, you used to need mixers and all these other broadcasting microphones, but the world and technology has developed to a point where literally anything could be your radio station. Even your phone. Just plug in those headphones, but you won't be clear, obviously. You also want quality instead of just being able to do it. So, yeah, that's how it works, and that's how much it costs. That's fine.
Thank you, my man. I hope that this helps answer your question, because The practical and theory on the course is balanced out. So for example, one of the tasks, you need to go out into the community and interview 3 people. One of the tasks, you need to do your own live read. One of the tasks is you need to produce your own radio show, write the script, put together your questions, etc. Other tasks require you to present to camera. So there's a task that asks you to do a continuity link. A continuity link could be, that was Mary J. Blige and the song, what the song is, the time is, you're listening to, coming up next, this is, right? So the basics, putting together all of these exercises, after you've gone on that journey, once you've read a news bulletin, you won't be asking about a studio, you'll be asking about skills. Like the skills I've got now, I'm an all-rounder. I came on here saying I wanted to speak, but now I've learned about sales. I've learned about so many other things. So I know we're giving you long, full answers, but that's because we're passionate and we're interested in your success. So I hope that that answers your question and gives you some. To add a cherry on top, some of the best performing students get a chance to go and do internships. So that's when you get a chance to get closer to a real environment. While we are dealing with COVID and this current state of where we are right now, we've got to try and keep it as safe as possible. And that's basically what it is. So I hope that that helps. He's like, yeah, nothing else. He's hip hop. He's a straight gangster. Like, yeah, that's cool. Cool. So we're going to be out of here. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you to the team at Jet Graphics, which is where we are, jetgraphics.co.za. You can email them, info@jetgraphics.co.za. You can book this studio. You can use this studio. It would be my greatest joy to grow and blow with these guys. These guys have put on 3 cameras. There's a whole setup. There's a team of 7 people here that have been working around today to help it happen, to help make it happen. They've been here since 8 o'clock. We've come in with our big personalities and our demands and our requirements, and we've just made it happen as a successful collaboration. Thank you to Penny Lebyane for your time. Thank you to DJ Smoo. We know that you're going through things, and God will be with you. And I know that everybody who's on this call has got a purpose and an intention in life. There's greatness within you. Thank you for being a part of I Was Born to Speak on Radio. To the Homegrown Radio family, I hope that this was more than you ever expected. Let's take it to the next level this year. And to everybody who's sitting on the edge, come in and join the course, because otherwise, if we haven't convinced you yet, I don't know what else we need to do. Have a great day. And then we end the meeting.